Collective, I want you guys to be aware of the witches and warlocks, okay? And so many people think when you hear witches and warlocks, they think of like fantasy or fiction. You know what I'm saying? Like these superficial, fake or fictional characters and archetypes, when they actually represent types of people in your life. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, what I would consider a witch and warlock, an example of that, okay, let's say it would be like somebody who is bitter and holds a lot of resentment and anger because maybe their life didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, or maybe there's somebody scorned them, hurt them so bad, so now they're scorned and they never took the time to heal from that, and they just bask on that pain, right? And so what happens is when they get around a person of light, of energy, high energy and fresh energy, you trigger a lot of things in them and you disturb their peace in ways that they just cannot handle, right? And so they're attracted to your light because they don't have their own light, and so they want to consume and devour your light how their light was consumed and devoured, right? See, instead of them doing the inner work, the shadow work to heal those parts of them so that they can regain their light, they did the opposite. They doubled down on the pain. They doubled down on the anger and frustrations, right? They became bitter at life. And now they spew it out onto other people, right? They like seeing other people in pain because they're in pain. They like seeing other people's plans being sabotaged because their plans were sabotaged. They like seeing other people struggle and not make it because they didn't make it, right? And these people are also master manipulators, where they like to orchestrate different events to harvest off of people's energy. So yeah, they set people up for failure on purpose, just so they can harvest off of people's emotions, right? These are people in your family, right? These are people at your job. These are people you know, right? They're never strangers. How could a stranger really know who you are to attack you? No, these are people who study you and watch your every move. And they're trying to figure out ways that they can get into your light and how they can disarm it. Like, ain't that crazy? I'm bringing this to y'all awareness collective because you hear that term witches and warlocks, but you're thinking, oh, that's fake, that's not real, that's only in movies or books. No, that's real life. And you wonder, some of y'all might go through a lot of chaos in your life, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know, you can't pinpoint where it's coming from, out of nowhere. A lot of this stuff happens out of nowhere. You're chilling, having a good day, minding your business, happy-go-lucky, enjoying life, you know what I'm saying? Shining your light. And then a series of unfortunate events are occurring in your life. Yeah, that's because a witch or a warlock was studying you and your light, and they were trying to push your buttons and harvest your energy. And they want to create all these scenarios around you to harvest off your light in hopes that eventually your light will be dimmed and put out, and now you're bitter and miserable like them, and now they get excited and thrilled off of that. But see, collective, you're the type of person you don't like, that'll never happen with you, because you see these types of individuals for who they are. You pick up on the energy, and you protect and guard yourself, and you make sure that these people don't get the best of you. You keep them at arm's length. You keep them away from you. You know what I'm saying? You keep these type of individuals away from you because you pick up on patterns. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is every time I'm happy, you are disappointed or in a bad mood or don't want to support me? But the moment I'm in my feelings, the moment I'm sad or upset, or you think that I'm feeling away, now you're happy. Now you're excited. Now you're real talkative. Now you want to be around me. What? No. That's because you're dealing with a witch or a warlock. And some of these people are in your family. You know these people. They're hiding in plain sight. And you just need to keep being aware of these types of people and energies, pick up on their energy, right? I'm telling you, they're everywhere. But you'll notice them because of these signs, right? And then, like, if you're really in a high vibrational moment in your life, you can see it on their face. They're very stern. They hold a lot of resentment. So you can have a conversation with them and they're real dry, or they might not respond at all. You know what I'm saying? Or they're giving you an evil eye. Like, you can read their facial expressions and body demeanor. And that's always happens when you're at your highest and you're feeling so good about yourself. That's when they shut down. That's when they're trying to hold and hide that resentment. And they're real tight. Or you'll look over and glance at them, they're giving you an evil eye. These are all signs. You know what I'm saying? But you stay away from them. These are everyday people, y'all. And it's just crazy. Like, if you are aware of what's going on, you are safe from these people, because a lot of people aren't aware that these are everyday people. A lot of people aren't aware that your best friend or your mother or your stepdad secretly hates you, and yeah, they're plotting every day on you. Every day they're trying to attack you and dim your light, right? And you don't understand where all this is coming from. It seems like it's coming out of left field. No, it's right up under your nose, okay? But collective, if you're like me, you keep your circle tight, okay? And you pick up on energies, and when you feel it off, you move along. So you don't even really deal with these types of people anymore. You probably dealt with these people heavy in the past, but no, you recognize these people for who they are. And that's just so crazy that these people are your everyday people, family members, co-workers, people in the community. It's just sad, but hopefully this world like is getting, rid of that type of energy and stop entertaining them type of people, because we do not need them people on the planet at all right? Listen, if this message resonated with you in any way, let me know down in the comments below. And if this is your first time here on my channel and you enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe. I would definitely love to have you a part of our tribe. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support my channel. It's Karkar. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.